Well, it's Margaret here from M.E.s Orchids, and you might wonder what I'm doing today. Well, I'm doing a tag video, and you might think, well, there's no orchids inside. No, there's no orchids inside. I'm not in the grow room. This is the garage. And Nina Bosse from Spain came up with the idea that it's a show and tell video. And looking at the arsenal that we have to use when we grow orchids, and also those who don't grow orchids might grow cactus and succulents. So the orchid tag is open up to everybody who wants to show and tell all. Now I have a big table here, and there's the tray that I use, which is nice and clean. Now you'll see here it's all clean, isn't it? Now that wasn't like that this morning. I have to hold my hand up. I've had to come in here and clean it all. But Keith is thrilled to bits because he's been wanting me to tidy this mess up. He calls it mess. For weeks. And so let me just show you my mess. Just hold on. Now I've got to tuck under here. So bear with me, and I've got to be careful because there's something hanging down here that I'm going to knock my head on if I'm not careful. Right. So this is the garage door, which we don't open. We've only got a little car, and we can make more use of the garage this way. So there's some of the hanging baskets. See that big black bag there? That's full of the recycled bags, which we pay 5p for, but we're not allowed to return them at the moment. And right, this is one of the shelves. All organised. This is where some of the containers are, and you'll see it's nicely stacked there. This area here, let's just take the light down fractionally, is where I've got the perlite, vermiculite, and the New Zealand sphagnum moss. Okay, ooh, I have to bend down. I'll do the shelves first before I bend down under this counter. This box here, in there, it's full of Orchids bark. Here we are. This shelf, we've got deionised water, we've got fertilisers, and that's for, I'll put that under there. That's for flowers. And we've got the CalMag, we've got the bug clear, and we've got the pH down on that side. There's my little glasses I use. This side here I've got a sprayer, which I don't use very often. I used to only have that, and it used to take me ages to do all the watering. This here is just rooting powder, and this is the little container with me pH meter, my new scissors, pipettes, TDS meter, my little tool, and that goes there. On this side here, let's bring a little bit more light, is the oh, that's where I keep all my little odds and sods. And this one here, I'm so organised I can't tell you now. See, this is my toolbox, right? But Keith's got tools over there, and I'll use his, and then I never put them back, so he's always shouting at me. There's fishing line. These are all the things that I use. So that goes in there. That goes back on the shelf, which is just the right size. That goes there. Right, take the lid off of this one. What's in here? Pots. Lots of pots. That is grow stones. That's this one here. That is florist's glue. There's my dragon's blood. I've got my pH recalibration powders in there, and see, all in a row, and that goes back on there. goes back there. I've even got my cloths. And, right, so we've got to go under the table now. Oh, I'll take you over this way first. So this is a show and tell all now. This is our garage. We class this as the, well, our children think we're preppers because we collect and we store different things. So here, on this one, there's the hydrogen peroxide. I won't show you everything that's on this shelf, just the hydrogen peroxide. And here's the garden chairs. Right, I have to go down on my knee now, so I have to be careful because I've already tripped up once this morning. Right, buckets, bowls. Right, let's take you in here. Now, I don't know whether it'll actually allow me to show you. It's that dark in there. It's like the Black Hole of Calcutta. So, there we are. There are 2 bags of lacquer, pumice, horticultural grit. So there we go. And if I come out of there now and just move along down to here, pull this little bit up. Here I've got my fish. No, take it this way. Fish, blood and bone. That's there. Down here I've got a big bag of Melrose bark. Big bag of bark. That's some of my little plastic containers. And we'll move over here now. You'll see that's where we keep the covers before we go outside. And it's quite a nice little area actually. We just step outside the kitchen. Oh, don't look at the drink shelves. Or the other shelves. Oh, here. Look at that. Let's have a look what he's got in here. He's got 2 big boxes down there, a Bud Light. This is one of the fridges. Oh, look at that. This is the outside fridge, as we call it. That's in the garage. And you might think, well, that's not your orchid arsenal. No, I'm just giving you a tour. And we'll go over here. And oh, those two are freezers. And look, see, these are dahlias for going outside. Those are gladioli, and I think those are, oh, I can't remember. They're like a tobacco plant. They're lovely. Anyway, under this bottom shelf, I've got calcium, osmocote. I've got seaweed extract there. Ooh, it's getting a bit more light. Seaweed extract there. Another one tucked at the back there. I've got some nitrogen under there. You'll see all the stuff, slug pellets, all under there. This is the area where we change shoes and we go out into the garden. Right, so here we come again. Take a little bit of light off. There we go. That's that wire. That sits on this shelf. Little hooks, little nooks. And these are the zip ties. And some of these are these things that I use here. There we go. Oh, some of these are the, oh, look at that. Look at that. Those are mine. The pink ones are mine now. Just look at that. See? See how... See how dirty mine is compared to Keith. See, he keeps his all nice and clean. Look at mine. Oh, shamed to death now. And oh, there you are. Now, can I just step on this box? In that corner, let's bring a little bit more light, is the chicken wire, and that's the other wire that I think they call it rabbit wire that I used to make the Hoya frames with. And of course we have to have string and a pencil, roll plugs. So this is everything. And you might not think so. You think, well, you won't want roll plugs. But yes, when Keith did that, those iron conical holders for me, he used that. Always a nice string. And this is, oh dear, we're in full light now. This is another area. So there we are. Look. Lobbers, brush, spade, you name it. Well, I mean, I don't need a spade for orchids, but sometimes you never know what you might need a spade for. Yes, and we'll go past this shelf very quickly because that's where we keep some of the tin stuff. That's the outside table, all covered up. Oh, hey, look at that. That's the ironing board. And so that's it. It's a very quick video. Oh, look at that. Look at that box of goodies. We even have a box of goodies. And and the most important things. Flash. Bleach. Keith goes mad. Got to have these things. You've got to clean everything. You've got to have everything nice and sterile. And we come back over here. There we go again. So that's the table I work on, and usually it's too dark out here to do videos in the winter, and it's too darn cold because this is just attached to the side of the house, but it's nice in the summer because it's cool in the summer and we can have the back door open and there's a lovely breeze comes in. So that's my orchid arsenal tag. These are the things that I've collected over the 5 years that I've been doing it, and I think I use virtually everything. Now and again I have a clear out, but at the moment everything that you've seen here, everything is being used. And I'd like to tag now somebody else to join in this video and show and tell where they keep all their orchid arsenal, if you like, because everybody has somewhere they have to keep it. I mean, I'm very fortunate. None of this is kept up in the grow room. Can you imagine if I had to keep all this up in the grow room? And I'd never cope. I'd never get in that little tiny room. So I'm going to now, so it's the first one is Anna of Crooked Orchids. Now, I'm not sure whether she'll do the orchids or whether she wants to do succulents and cactus. But there you are, you see. So, can you see? Woo! Let's come out of the light. There we go. And you see? And the other one is Michael at Michael's Orchids. And so either do your video as hashtag the Orchid Arsenal tag or hashtag the Cacti and Succulent tag. And if you could upload your video, well, I'm doing this for the 21st. So as soon as you see this video, those who have been tagged, if you could tag somebody else and upload your videos, that'd be greatly appreciated. So, as I say, this is an insight into our garage area and where I keep all the stock and everything. Everything has its little place and we're all neat and tidy. So thank you for joining me on this Orchid Arsenal tag, and please show where you keep all your arsenal in your orchid tag. Thanks a lot. Bye bye now.